Om Shanti. Good morning, Diamond morning. Miss Murli, today is the 8th of July, 2023. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, promise that you will not sleep peacefully until the golden aged self-sovereignty is established, that you will become pure and enable others to become pure. Question: which death in the drama is the system of the conference age? Answer: some very good children who make effort to become part of the Rosary of Victory are amazed by this knowledge. They listen to it, speak about it, and then run away. That is, they die. It is as though this type of death has become a system of the conference age. When you don't follow Srimad, Maya defeats you. After belonging to the Father, if you let go of his hand, it means you have died. Your fortune is then crossed out. The Song of Baba's Murli. I have come to your doorstep, having taken an oath.
दर पे आए हैं असम्बली दिल हथेली पर है सुन ले हम न जाएंगे दर पे आए हैं असम्बली दिल हथेली पर है सुन ले हम
Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children, you sweetest children who have died alive, who have sacrificed yourselves whilst alive, heard this song. Not all of you have sacrificed yourselves. You all die alive, number-wise, according to the efforts you make. When someone goes into the lap of someone else, that is, when someone is adopted, he leaves one family and then becomes a member of another family. You children know that you have died to devilish families and have now become part of God's family. God has come and adopted you. No one on the path of ignorance is adopted by God. They are adopted by religious gurus. They are Balbrahmacharyas who hand over their children to Krishna in the Sri Krishna temple. However, those images are non-living. Therefore, it is the Brahmin priests who take them in their lap to make them into Vaishnavas. There are many who adopt children. You children know that they are adopted in the name of those who have been and gone. Some are adopted by Christ, and others are adopted by Abraham. Only you children know when they existed in the past and when they will come again. You have now died alive. You have to stay in remembrance of the one Father. Physical children are adopted, and the children remain behind after their father dies. Yeah, you are adopted by such a father that he takes you from the land of death to the land of immortality. That is, from degradation into salvation. There is only the one bestower of salvation for human beings. It isn't that only you receive salvation. Everyone definitely receives salvation, but according to the drama, some receive Sato Pradhan salvation, some Sato, some Raju, and others receive Tamo salvation. Although they come at the time of the Tamo stage, they don't experience sorrow as soon as they come. They definitely have to experience happiness first. At the end, everyone experiences sorrow. The Father says, I alone am the bestower of salvation, the purifier. When souls come down, they first experience happiness and then sorrow. You too first go into a Sato Pradhan stage, number-wise, according to the efforts you make, and you then go through the Sato, Rajo, and Tamo stages. You too receive salvation number-wise. 8 beads are considered to be the main ones. All of you are Drupatis. You now belong to the Father, and so you must never leave the Father. However, if you don't remember him according to Srimad, Maya will make you let go of his hand. Some came and were adopted and continue to follow this path in the beginning. Very good, sweet children who were placed in the 3rd and 4th number in the Rosary of Victory also became those who were amazed and then ran away. This is a custom or system of the confluence age. There continue to be those who are amazed by this knowledge as they listen to it, who speak about it and then die. It would be said that they were meant to die in that way in the drama. After belonging to the Father, if you let go of his hand, it means you have died. Although they are in this world, they have left this place whilst alive and gone into the devilish world. There has to be some reason, even though you would say that it is in the drama. However, because of not following Srimad, they are defeated by Maya. Their fortune is crossed out. After belonging to God, you have a war with Maya. There wasn't a war between the deities and the devils. Maya is a devil and gains victory. Acha, okay. Children have written asking what to do on the festival of Raksha Bandhan. Preparations are made for all the festivals. In advance of the festival of Raksha Bandhan, you go and tie a Rakhi on people. You should have the full significance of this in your intellects. In earlier days, Brahmin priests would tie the Rakhis. Now, they have a system where a sister ties a Rakhi on her brother's wrists. Originally, those Brahmins used to tie the Rakhi because the Brahmin caste is remembered as the highest and the purest. In fact, Brahmins are even higher than sannyasis. And Baba is talking about the Brahmins with lowercase b. But according to the drama, sannyasis have become higher at this time. Earlier, Brahmins used to tie Rakhis, and they would then untie the Rakhis at Janmashtami, just as they have said that Draupadi left her hair loose. Rishis too always keep their locks or hair on time. A married woman would always have her hair tied. Draupadi said that when Draupadi said she would keep her hair loose until they received their kingdom back, that she would not tie her hair. The meaning of that has now been explained to you children. And the meaning is as follows, as Baba is saying today, back to the Murli. Until we claim our self-sovereignty, we will not sleep peacefully. It is said that it is a sin to rest. Internally, you have the enthusiasm that there cannot be happiness until you claim your self-sovereignty. You have to receive happiness in the future. And for that, you have to make effort now. You now know that Rakshabandhan means to make a promise to remain pure. Rakhi means it is a matter of making a promise. When did these festivals start? Why did they start? Who emerged to give the advice of Rakshabandhan? One person gave this advice, and then his name was glorified. Therefore, this is a symbol of purity. A sister is a Kumari. The Kumaris tie them. We also go and tie them on householders, them meaning the Rakhis. Kumars are Kumars. A sister ties a Rakhi on her brother, whether he is a Kumar or Mari. It would be very difficult for a married person to remain pure. God says, become pure in this final birth, yet they don't become pure. A sister would tie a Rakhi on a Kumar brother and ask him to promise never to drink poison. Those who are already indulgent in vice will not let go of vice. They don't obey God's orders. Therefore, the system of Kumars and Kumaris continues. You now understand that this festival belongs to the confluence age. In the golden age, all are pure. There is no need to tie Rakhis there. It isn't that this system has continued from the golden age. All the festivals generally refer to the confluence age. The festival of Lakshmi and Narayan is also celebrated at this time, but it has no importance. They celebrate the birth of Sri Krishna, but first of all, tell us who made Sri Krishna like that? The helpless people don't know this. This should also be written clearly. All the festivals are of this time. Such things don't exist in the golden age. They begin after some time in the copper age. The festival of Deep Mala that people celebrate here is not celebrated in the same way in the golden age. The celebration here has a different meaning. One has to understand the importance of the time of that festival. It has been explained to you, children, that that festival is of this time, when there is the birth of Shiva. After the birth of Shiva, there is the Rakhi festival. You make a promise to remain pure, that you will remain pure in this final birth in order to make Bharat, the world, pure. This Rakshabandhan has a great significance for you, children. You make a promise that you will never become impure. You are now becoming pure. And so only you, pure Kumaris, have a right to tie Rakis. You have to tie Rakis on the brothers for them to remain constantly pure. And you also have to make the householders promise that they will remain pure. They do say, purifier come. So you are inspiring them to do what has been remembered. And what has been remembered? To become pure from impure. The Father comes and makes you make a promise. After Shiv Jayanti, there is Raksha Bandhan. Holi is also connected with this knowledge. Holi and Durya, that is after the Holi festival, being colored with colored water in spray, are both of this time. Holi means to become pure, and Durya means to imbibe knowledge. Those people then make so many things of stones, clay, and cow dung, etc., and do all sorts of things. Therefore, the purifier Father himself comes and explains to you children. Amongst those who die alive, there are real children and stepchildren. The Father would definitely have the account of those who are real children. A father will surely know all about the business activities and property, etc., of his children. Real children are those who have total love for the Father. Real children are number wise, and stepchildren are also number wise. Some are worthy and others are unworthy. The birth of Shiva is at the confluence age. The confluence age has to be given a time, just as they have a leap month. In the same way, there is also the leap century of 100 years. The leap century is a very high century. It is said the 20th century. Here too, this century, when the Father comes, is called the century of the confluence. It takes time for upheaval to take place. Deepmala is also of this time. You children know that after the birth of Shiva, there is the matter of purity. There has been quarreling because of purity. From the beginning, there has been quarreling because of purity from the beginning. Along with purity, Holi and Durya are connected with this knowledge and yoga. You also need to remember the Father very well. You also need to remember the Father very well. The Durya of knowledge also continues. There will continue to be the reign of knowledge on you. The quarreling is because of purity. Everyone asks, who has come and said that you have to remain pure whilst living at home? Sannyasis themselves leave their homes and families. There is the story of King Gopi Chanda. He was asked, why did you renounce the fortune of your kingdom? He replied, in order to meet God. People sing very good devotional songs based on this. Here, you have to live at home with your families and remain pure. All the conflict is because of purity. Raksha Bandhan is the memorial of the festival to become pure and make others pure. Look, here, even little children have visions. What devotion would little children have performed. Baba gave instant visions to everyone, and so they thought there was a magic here. This is called the divine activities of Shiv Baba. They would disappear whilst just sitting somewhere. This too is said to be in the drama. They would just look at one another and go into trance. All of those things are the divine activities of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, not of Shri Krishna. Back to the Murlis, excuse. All of those things are the divine activities of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, not of Shri Krishna. They've mentioned Shri Krishna's name and caused a lot of defamation. Look what they have written in the Bhagavad, that Shri Krishna, the Prince of the Golden Age, stole the clothes of the gopis and did this and that. Such activities should not be remembered. People of the world think that Sri Krishna really did all of that. Then they say that a soul entered the body of Sri Krishna and related knowledge. However, that is not possible. He was a well-known prince. They also show that chariot. They show Sri Krishna in a chariot, and they made a physical chariot, and so they would have taken everything so literally, not understanding the soul of Sri Krishna. When he is Brahma, then Baba uses his body as the chariot. Sri Baba uses his body. Back to the Murli. Would someone run a school sitting in a horse chariot? This is the school of Raja Yoga. There is such a vast difference between the battlefield they have shown and this war of yawns. This is the war to conquer Maya. You children have to explain about Racha Bandhan. Racha Bandhan means the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul himself, has come to make impure ones pure. You who are remembered are Brahma Kumaris. A Kumari is one who uplifts 21 generations. This is an aspect of the confluence age. These festivals do not continue in the golden age. After Racha Bandhan, there is the birth of Shri Krishna, because the first birth in the golden age is that of Shri Krishna. There is his kingdom. He promises at this time to go into the clan of Shri Krishna. This is Raja Yoga. You are becoming Narayan from ordinary humans. There is no biography of Lakshmi and Narayan. The Father has explained the biography of Radha and Krishna is the biography of Lakshmi and Narayan. People celebrate the birth of Krishna. People celebrate the birthday of Krishna. Okay, so what about the birth of Narayan. There must be a reason. Because of a misunderstanding, the whole play got confused. All the importance is of this time. Don't think that Deepmala begins in the Golden Age. The Golden Age is in a pure world. All of those souls are awakened. All the festivals refer to this time. You know, Baba says, you now know the biography of everyone. Shiv Baba himself comes and tells you children, and what he tells us, now become pure. You souls have become dirty. Sannyasis say that souls are immune to the effect of actions. This is why many people say that there is nothing wrong with eating eggs, fish, etc. They all have their own customs and systems. Earlier, human beings were sacrificed to Kali. Neither Shiva nor Shankar would be called ugly. Yes, the two forms of Brahma and Vishnu become ugly and beautiful. The Father sits here and explains all of this. Acha, okay. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Padharana, firstborn. Have total love for the Father and become real children. Give your full news to the Father. Never become unworthy. Second point. Keep the accurate meaning of Rakshabandhan in your intellect and definitely become pure. Never be defeated by Maya. Promise to claim your self-sovereignty with the power of purity. Baba's blessing for today. May you be blessed with the blessing. May the same apply to you and constantly swing in the swing of celebrating a meeting and become equal to the Father. Just as Bap Dada obeys the orders of your masters and comes to celebrate a meeting and becomes present with the lesson of yes, indeed. May the same apply to you. From Amrit Vela till the end of the day, be equal to the Father in your dharma, religion, and your karma, action. And you will constantly continue to swing in the swing of celebrating a meeting. By your staying in the swing of this meeting, both Mata and Maya will become your servants and push your swing. All treasures will become the decoration of your elevated swing. And the slogan for today, remain constantly enfolded in Father Brahma's arms and you will experience safety. Remain constantly enfolded in Father Brahma's arms and you will constantly, and you will remain safe. Sorry, I shall repeat. Remain constantly enfolded in the Father's from his arms, and you will experience safety. Om Shanti. Do have a very powerful day. Have a sweet remembrance.